introduce you to. I met him about 6 months ago. I was shopping for my son's birthday, ashy feet and all. I was in BJ's. Last minute run, you know. So I went to the store, got what I needed to get. Then I saw this gentleman. He was dressed so nice. I said, that's what I want to look like. He was dressed to the nines. And it's hardly ever you see a man of color dressed as a professional. And I took that as a sign that I need to be looking like that. All right, man. So today I supported his website. Comes all the way from Accra, Ghana. How many people got their garments made from Africa? One. There's two over here. There's two. They're not saying anything, but when I met this man, he was dressed very nice. The way he was dressed. Then when I began to speak with him, he began to speak so professional. Then I found out he was a Marine. So that right there, in the back, I'm Army, so you know how it goes with the Army and the Marine guys. So it was kind of funny, but he was a nice guy. He was very humble. He's very personable, and he's a very friendly person, a very kind spirit. So tonight I want to introduce to my brother Amari.
Thank you so much for that introductory. First and foremost, I want to say to the graduating class of January 2019, I'm very, very, very proud of you. Let's give these gentlemen a hand. Also want to, Ron, thank you so much for inviting me. Also to Lori, the executive director, I pay homage to her. Also my queen, Amari, and my mom, Label, my teacher right there, Dr. A.K., and my good brother right there, Brother Hakeem, and also one of our members of the Synergetic Network, Kim. So I thank all, the Synergetic Network family and staff, and also your family members and distinguished guests. I honor you on this evening. And gentlemen, I'd like for you to give yourself a hand clap right now. It's all right. And I want to address you gentlemen because I am from the streets of Rochester, New York. I was born and raised there. I'm a former drug dealer. I'm a former gangster. And my father told me at the age of 5 he didn't want to see me anymore. So I want to stress the importance to all of you how imperative it is for you to take the knowledge that you have and take it back to your community. To whom much is given, much is required. You understand? And the power is you implement the information that you have. See, that's power. Information within itself is not power. I want to prove a point. You can have the information, you can know how to fix on your vehicle, but if you never utilize that information, then your vehicle will remain in the same condition, correct? Yes. All right. So therefore, if you don't use what you have, you still are powerless. So what you have to do is implement the information. It's the correct information that you have received here. And when you implement the correct information, it brings about transformation in your life that makes you into a new creation. That's what empowers you. What I'm seeing, I am seeing the cure to our social ill within our community. This is what I'm seeing. You are the remedy. You are the cure to kill the cancer of fatherlessness that's germinating within our community. You are the answer. You're more powerful than what you think. If you perceive yourself as being something, then that's what you are. Nobody defines you except you. You are the master of your destinies. You define yourself. You understand, Jim? Wonderful. So I encourage you again to take that information and to groom your child or your children. Because you must understand that your responsibility is to disseminate within the community, empower children. You are the ones that influence your children to go out in society. Just like all of us who's sitting out here right now, we influence society in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Guess what? As a father, it's more than you just feeding them and clothing them and taking them to a football game and to a basketball game. That's only a smidget of it. The most important thing is education. It is your responsibility to educate your children. You now have the tools that you need to go back to put in the work. It's time to work now. It's time to work now. You understand? When you leave here, it's game time. Right now, this was practice. But when you leave out of here, it's real out there in those streets. Literally. Now you have to train your children not to be a victim. Now it's your responsibility for them not to be a part of the statistics. You now have the tools to go and to mold and shape the mind. You live the way you think. Do you understand? You live the way you think. So you have to see yourself as somebody. Because how can your child or your children see themselves as somebody? So today, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror on tonight. And I want you to rehearse what you hear on this evening. I am somebody. And I know I'm not Jesse Jackson. But you can still say that in the mirror to yourself. And rehearse that in your ears. Why? Because let the realization kick in right now. If we are honest with ourselves, we felt like we were less than because our fathers wasn't present in our life. You understand? So you know that feeling that you had when your father was absent? I want you to keep your child and your children from feeling that same exact way. It's your responsibility now. No excuse. No excuse anymore. Now it's time for you to raise them up and to empower them as you have been empowered likewise. Domino effect. Domino effect now. Now the curse can be broken through each and every last single solitary one of you. And just like me standing up here who's reformed and whose mind has been transformed. For one who had been cut off from his culture. And now I've been empowered by the information of my culture. Now I can in turn empower my child, just like I had to re-indoctrinate my son. And I had to go back and apologize to my son. See, I'm a father and I'm a grandfather. I know some of you like, you a granddaddy? Yeah, I'm a granddaddy. I'm a grandfather as well. And so it's my responsibility to raise my grandson and teach him our culture. And I'm seeing a lot of African men out here in brown, brothers, all right, out here. And it's imperative for us to instill our culture within our children. Your culture is your way of life. You must understand that. See, the problem is we've been cut off from that. Manhood, the initiation of manhood. This was the initiation to manhood tonight. This is your initiation now. And now you go back and initiate your son. And you also be the example for your daughter. Who have daughters out here? Raise your hand. Okay, wonderful. Exactly. So now the question is, would you want your daughter to marry a man like you? Would you want your daughter to marry a man like you? So being that you have daughters, gentlemen, it is your responsibility to show her chivalry. Take her out on daddy and daughter dates. Open up the door for her. Pull out the chair for her. Give her a rose. Kiss her hand. Tell her how beautiful she is. So she won't lack that and she won't look for that from another man. And she'll already know by you coaching her and showing her how it should be done. Can I get a witness? So class 2019 of January. I hope the takeaway with you tonight will be, I am somebody. And I am a game changer. Thank you.
Yes, that's what I knew. See, the Lord works in mysterious